Hi everyone, I'll be doing review and full swatches of this 5 of the Innisfree Vivid Shine Tint, and as you can see already the colors are more of like the red undertone, and this one is much more shorter and wider compared to the Innisfree Vivid Tint. This one gives you more of like a watery texture, and apparently it's supposed to give you like a vivid color but also a decent amount of longevity as well. But apparently this one is also easy to remove and doesn't give you any tint on your lips, but also helps to make your lips feel very hydrating, moisturizing, glossy and comforting. And this one, I would have to say that it is definitely non-sticky, and the applicator itself is just like your usual applicator. But I feel like for this particular, because of the glossiness, this particular applicator I find personally didn't really go well with the tint itself, because it was very uneven when applying it when you guys watch me do my swatches. But yeah, in regards of the staining, it does stain a little bit on the lips, and the staining itself supposed to match the packaging, which I completely agree. In regards of applying this as a gradation, it doesn't really transfer much to the top, which means that I do have to apply quite a bit on the top in order to give that gradient effect. As a fuller application, it does take quite a bit to actually lay it up, so this one is definitely a much more sheerer finish rather than your usual Innisfree Vivid cotton tint and stuff like that. But in regards of the longevity, definitely very short. This is how it looks like, less than 2 hours. If you wonder what that dot is in my nose, it's actually my nose pierce. But yeah, let's get started on the colors. The first color I thought was very beautiful and unique compared to the other 4. This is for me like a sweet coral orangey color, which I thought was very sweet looking, and it just looks very pretty. I personally like this a lot, but again, this leans towards more of the natural side. And yeah, I personally feel like all of these colors, if you want something that goes with natural makeup, definitely go for this tint. The second one, this one, I find this more like a raspberry color, and yeah, for me personally, all these colors, like there, I don't see anything that really spark me, you know, like it doesn't really grab my attention. But this is how it look like, just like your raspberry color. But again, once this fades, it does look a little bit patchy on the lips. But in regards of the moisture, definitely very glossy, very moisturizing, very comforting for sure. Doesn't feel sticky at all, which is great. Now the third color, this one is more like a red orangey shade for me, and the staining, it actually gives you like a orange stain for me. As you can see, this one, it just applied a bit uneven for me, like the top part doesn't really go on as much as the bottom, if that makes sense. Now number 4, this is more like a strawberry red color for me, and this one gives you a bit of like a red stain at the bottom as well. So yeah, like you can see that the colors are all very similar compared to number 1. Like number 1 is quite a unique orange shade, but the rest have like a red undertone, not so much pink undertone either. But I like that it does match to the model, which I thought was great. Now the last color is another red color, and there's not much I can say about this. I would say like a apple red or like a bright red, definitely the brightest red amongst in this collection, which yeah. But so overall, I'm not trying to be negative, but I just personally don't feel anything special with this particular tint. Maybe if my lips do feel really drying and really sensitive and raw, and I need something, a little bit of color on my lips, I would definitely go for this one, because it's definitely very moisturizing, does give you a little bit of color as well. Or this one, I personally feel like this is even great for like no makeup day, to be honest. But here I just want to show you guys the staining. But in regards of the transferring thing, it doesn't stay put at all, so longevity is definitely very short, so definitely need to touch up during the day. But yeah, overall I think this was okay. But yeah, here I'm gonna show you a comparison between the Vivid Cotton Ink and the Vivid Shine Tint. I can only find 2 colors that are quite similar, but again, the Vivid Cotton Ink is much more pigmented and easier to lay up compared to the Vivid Shine Tint, so can't really compare to much. I mean, on the swatches it looks very pigmented for the Shine Tint, but trust me, it's definitely very sheer. So overall, the ratings, longevity, I can't give a high rating because only lasts about 1 or 2 hours, you know, before you do touch up. Pigmentation, I mean the colors are nice, but I feel like it was a bit repetitive. I feel like they could have widened the color ranges a little bit more. Moisture, definitely very comforting, and the price varies between $8 to $10, which I thought was very affordable. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and let me know if you guys have tried this before, because I would like to know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.